guys, welcome to my next video. I'm Coach Becca. Today we're just going to be doing a nice like a functional strength workout that's really specific for endurance athletes. Obviously, like I say in a lot of my videos, you don't have to be an endurance athlete to benefit from these sessions, but as a remote endurance athlete coach, that's the primary purpose of these videos. So obviously, if you're not one of my athletes, welcome. Let's have a great workout. But for my athletes, this is a great chance to see you and work with you as personally as possible from afar. So our equipment today is going to be a foam roller. We're going to start with this because most of you are going to be coming from a swim, bike, run, workout, or maybe all of the above. So we're going to start off with a little bit of a fancy term is myofascial release, but a little bit of recovery here. You can use any type of foam roller here. And then you're going to need a resistance band with handles. This is just a moderate resistance band. Again, today we're not looking to do anything too crazy. We don't want to impose so much demand on our body that we can't turn around and have like a really great endurance session tomorrow or maybe even later today. We're just looking to improve our resilience, our muscular endurance, and our muscular strength. And we're going to be doing that by using movements and movement patterns that are specific to our sport to decrease our chance of injury and to also make us really strong in the later stages of endurance racing, which usually last 90 minutes or more. I would just define that as endurance. Everyone might have their own definition of endurance. And then lastly, we're just going to be using one single moderate weight. So that's your equipment that we'll need for today. Go ahead and grab your foam roller. We're going to start with just a nice, like a little foam roll session here just to kind of get our minds and bodies ready for our strength workout. So bring the foam roller. We're going to start with foam rolling the hips. We're going to hit the hips, IT bands, quads, hamstrings, calves, so kind of the lower body. And we'll try to spend about 30 seconds on each side muscle groups. This should take about 5 minutes. I usually tell my athletes to time their foam rolling so that they don't rush through it. So what we're going to do is use the foam roller like a rolling pin essentially and kind of cover. I want to make sure my microphone's in a good spot because I had a full 30-minute session that couldn't be used because my microphone was rubbing. So just want to make sure it's in a good spot. But we're going to be kind of covering like the length of my purple spandex here, just above the hip to just below it. So we're kind of trying to cover the origin and insertion points of the muscle as well as the muscle belly itself. So go ahead and place the foam roller kind of below where your hip flexor is, and then the leg that's not being foam rolled, that's what we're going to kind of push back and forth, and we're going to use our elbows as well. So you want to get the full length of the muscle at the origin and insertion point there. So it should be like a good, maybe like a foot that you're rolling back and forth with. Just use your knee and your elbows to foam roll that hip flexor. And again, this prepares our mind just as much as our body for the strength session. So just kind of letting go of what other workouts you had today, or maybe work. If this is your first and only workout of the day, maybe this is your recovery day. A lot of people like to do strength training on their recovery day. Good. Let's go ahead and do this on the other side now so you'll get to see what that looks like on the non-rolling side. I hope the wind's not too bad on the audio. It was just too nice of a day to not go outside. Great. Okay, now we're going to hit the quad muscle. So that's what kind of comes below the hip flexor. So really similar to what we were just doing. Place the foam roller right above the knee, and we're going to roll all the way up now, kind of to where we left off on the hip flexor. So you want to go from like your hip bone to your kneecap. Okay, other side. Good. Next comes the IT band, which is a little bit tricky, but We're going to start the foam roller right around like where our knee is. And then we're going to cross the non-rolling leg in front. And we're going to kind of push back and forth on that, as well as using the arms. And you want to kind of cover and slide down and get all the way up to the hip bone, because that's the length of the IT band. This is a big area. It's a hard area to stretch, and it can cause a lot of problems when it's tight and pulling on things like the hip joint and the knee joint. So definitely want to make sure the IT band is receiving lots of love. Good. Okay. Let's hit the other side. Good. All right. Now for the back side of the body, we'll do hamstrings. So we kind of want to get right underneath the bum to right underneath the kneecap. And you can kind of turn and get kind of the quote inside and outside of the hamstring. And really, you'll probably feel there's some tender areas right behind the kneecap. And that's just like I guess I refer to it as a heavily trafficked area, but it's, for lack of better words, it's where the hamstring and the calf kind of come together in the joint. So if you want to spend a little bit of time just getting maybe the inside and the outside of those origin and insertion points for the hamstring and the calf, that might feel really good for you, especially if you have some knee issues going on. Again, our main goal for this is to like reduce inflammation and improve your recovery and range of motion. Okay, let's go to the other side, hamstring on the other side. So again, right up to where the bum is, to right where the knee is. Again, you can just spend however much time you need to on those sore areas. Okay, and then the calf, again, kind of has inside, outside. So if you want to just turn your foot, you want to get down by the ankle all the way up to the knee. So you can kind of go up and down and just turning your calf. You're using really your body weight to help with that myofascial release. Good, and other side. And this will conclude our foam rolling, which always seems monotonous, but then once you're finished, it makes sense why we do it. Good work. Okay. Can set that aside. Okay. So we're going to be using the band and the weight today. Probably two of my most favorite items. We'll start with the band. One of my favorite things to do is anchor the band. So I will be using my railing as an anchor point today. And if you can kind of look around, and you could also have somebody hold the other side of the band for you if you want, but you also have to really trust that person. But just kind of be scoping that out. Otherwise, you can skip that exercise. But we're going to start off with just a simple bicep curl. 1 foot in is going to be lighter resistance. 2 feet in is going to be more resistance, and the wider you stand, the more resistance you're going to have. It's not a perfect science, like you're not choosing a dumbbell, but you can kind of just feel maybe how tired your arms are. Think about what kind of maybe swim workout you have the next day and just maybe adjust from there. So we're going to do a 2-way bicep curl, so like a regular bicep curl and a reverse bicep curl. So I'm just going to stand shoulder width apart. Again, this is a moderate band, so I'm going to do 12 bicep curls here, moderate tension. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just going to turn and flip the other way. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, so hopefully you've identified that attachment point. You're just going to slip one handle through the other. Inside my house, I have an anchor point. You can anchor something. You want it to be like waist to chest height, ideally, okay? 2 things we're going to do with this. Let's do triceps first because we just did biceps, and I like to go back and forth between that. So if your right arm has the weight, your right leg is back, so you're just in kind of a little bit of a split stance here. Your elbow, just so that you can see from ahead, the angle, like what we're going to be going at is this. So you want your elbow right by your temple. You can, when you're looking straight ahead, you should just see that elbow out of your peripheral vision. You want to bend that elbow back as much as you can. That's why the angle of the band can be really helpful, because if it's too high up, you won't ever really get that full range, that full elbow bend that we want. We're going to do 20 per side, but that's because we're just doing one set. Okay, so here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Other side. Switch feet. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Next up, we're going to be doing a triceps kickback. So you want to get down so that you're kind of shoulder height, shoulder in line with the attachment point. Okay, and we're going to be doing basically the same movement but opposite direction, so that you want your elbow up, elbow in line with your shoulder. And if you can kind of look, I have a nice reflection off my glass door so I can kind of see where my elbow's at. You don't want your elbow way down here. And we're just going to do a tricep kickback, same thing, 20 per side. I like to put, I'm in the split stance here, right arm, right leg back, just my non-kicking arm on my left leg. And this one is a very specific movement that does help with your follow through in the pull, catch, pull, follow through or your swim stroke. So can be really beneficial there if you're a swimmer. All right, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay. We're going to do a Palloff press next. This band's a little bit light for that. I probably could double it up, but I just want to do a little bit of core engagement today. So if you want to, you can unhook the handles and hold, so you're doubled up holding both handles. Maybe I'll show that in the second set. But we're going to do 12 per side, and we'll do 2 sets of this, back, forth, back, forth. And what you're going to do is stand so that there's tension in the band. Again, this needs to be about chest height. So you can kind of step out and adjust that a little bit, or you can just maybe squat down just a little pinch. Soft knees, soft hips, either way. You want strong tension in the band so that when you press out, you can feel that band try to pull you back in. And this is going to strengthen a lot of your core muscles as well as your arms. Okay, so we're going to do 12 per side on the second set. I'll show you how to make it harder. Okay, here we go. 12. You're pressing straight out from the sternum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, so you're just going to turn around, face the opposite direction. Okay, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now to make this harder, you would just take the handles out. Now you've got both handles here. Same thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I forgot we did 12 on the other, 12 on the first set, so add those bonus 2 in. I just, for some reason, randomly started counting down from 10. Okay, other side. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sorry, you have to look at my back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. But hopefully you are somewhere where you're doing this yourself. Okay, put it back in a single arm mode, if you will. And we're gonna do one more exercise here, and that's for your chest and your core. It's up to you how much resistance that you want. We're gonna do this a little bit quicker, a little bit more fast twitch focus, obviously not like out of control. But we're gonna do one set of 20 per side. You're gonna start with the band here. If your left arm is starting, your left leg's back, vice versa. You could start on either side. But what we're gonna do is a single arm punch, and just like what you would want to see, so you're gonna naturally punch straight ahead. Sometimes I see people really cut across their body. You're naturally getting rotational work in just by punching straight ahead. You almost want to hide one shoulder behind the other, like so. So you don't have to like exaggerate it and cut across your body. That the band will just like rub you. And as an athlete, that tends to get a lot of chafing in the other aspects of our lives. We want to minimize rubbing and chafing in any way that we can. Okay, so split stance position, left arm back, left leg back. Left arm starts with the band, and we're just elbow nice up at shoulder height here, and we're just going to punch straight ahead and back. There's a little bit more tempo, not exactly out of control, but yeah, up tempo, I would say, or faster twitch. All right, and we're going to do 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Again, working chest, biceps. This is kind of a secondary, and you'll feel that pinch right in those rotational core muscles as well. So a lot happening on this one. Okay, split stance. Here we go. Other side, and 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, done with the band. Hopefully y'all could make that work with whatever setup you have at home. Okay, we're gonna do one of my favorite shoulder stability exercises that also in tandem works spine mobility and like hamstring flexibility, hips. So lots going on here. I think this is a really great exercise for all human beings, but athletes especially. If the weight you chose, it looks intimidating, I want you to do this without weight first if you've never done it, but it's a popular movement I've done many times before, oftentimes without weight in my previous videos. So if you've been with me for a while, you'll know exactly what movement I'm about to do, and that's going to be the windmill. We're going to do one set of 5 per side. So if you've done this before, you can start off right away with the weight overhead, okay? But let me just demonstrate here briefly before we get started. You're going to, if you've never done this before, do this version while with us, but grab like you're grabbing onto a pull-up bar and sink your shoulder down into the joint. So that's called a shoulder pack. So pack that shoulder in nice and tight. You're going to reach between your legs. If you need to bend one knee to get down into position, that's fine. You'll look up after your fist after you watch me do a demonstration, but you're going to fold. If you don't need to bend your knees, don't. You're going to reach down between your feet as you rotate through your shoulder and spine, and then rotate back up. If you're using weight, you want to keep that weight firmly above your shoulder at all times. You don't want to let that weight sail away from you, and that's why we always start with that shoulder pack. So here we go. 5 per side. Inhale. Exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Love this one. So good. Where strength and stability meet mobility and flexibility. It's like a trainer's dream. Pack the shoulder in. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Woo! Good stuff. Okay. We're going to unpack this next one. I don't want to just be here yapping away at how to do things for you guys, but I want to make sure I'm showing several varieties so you can choose what you need to today. Level 1, feet split apart. You're going to hinge, pull, and stand. Okay? Level 2, you're going to do a single leg reach. Once you're stable, you're going to do a pull, and then you're going to stand back to that split stance. You don't have to, because that just gets a little cumbersome. So everyone can start in the single or in the split stance position. Hinge, pull, and stand, or hinge, pull, back to the split stance. Okay? We're going to do 8 per side. We will do a second set of this one too, okay? Take your time. I think the advanced version takes a little bit more time, so just be a little bit patient. Your timing may be a little bit off if you're doing level 1. Okay, 8 per side. Here we go. Single leg hinge or just a regular reach. Single leg row. Back up. 1. Hinge. Pull. Stand. Take your time. That's 3. Halfway at 4. 5. Oops, sorry, Brownlee. 6. 7. And our last one on this side. 8. Good. This works our hamstring, hips, upper back, core, stability, mobility. So many good things happening. Okay, I don't want to hit you with my weight, buddy. Other side. Here we go. Soft knee, hinge at the hip, pull at the shoulder. 1, core tight, lots happening. 2, I would define this as an advanced movement. 3, 4, 5, but level 1 is a good intermediate option. 6, 7, and our last one. Ooh, hopefully the wind isn't too bad here on the audio. 8. Good. Okay, I'll turn the other way, hopefully blocking the wind. Okay, one more set of each, and then we're really done for the day. This is kind of the last one. Here we go. 1. I always think the second set goes quite better. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, and 8. Good. Okay, last set on the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, we have just enough time for 2 sets of sumo or plie squats. Depends on like how you want to go about describing this exercise. I like this one just because it's different and we need different. So you want to go feet wide. If you're in a room, you can say point your toes and your knees to the corners of the room. Okay, and you're just going to hold your weight at center. You can hold it this way or you can hold it this way. It's up to you. You're going to lower down till your hips kind of line up with your knees and stand back up. Okay, here we go. 12, 11, 10. I'll turn this way to block the wind and you can see from the side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. That one's really great for the quads. I just like to do a little bit different from like a normal traditional squat. Sometimes it just feels better on the hips. It hits the muscles a little bit differently. Your quads and your hamstrings have a lot of different muscle groups. So just changing up the stance, both in your deadlifts and your squats and your lunges and all types of things is a really beneficial tool just to have lots of variety. Work the muscles a little differently. So that's your 20-second rest. I try to give a little bit of rest here if we're doing single sets. All right, here we go to 12. There's 1, 2, knees follow toes, so push the knees out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one, 12. Very good. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Awesome workout today. You should feel really great. Worked, but not super sore for your workouts either later today, or maybe this is your only workout today, or you're done for your workouts after this, but you shouldn't be at a disadvantage in your sessions tomorrow. So great total body stability mobility session. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you guys next time.